Jayhawk Conference play. Both teams now nationally ranked as the Lady Ravens enter the polls at number 23 in the nation. They beat Fort Hays Tech back out in Goodland in November, 73-37, the final in that one. Karis Washington had 16 points to lead the team in that one, and the Ravens able to force 33 turnovers that day as well. But Fort Hays Tech coming off of a win now after beating Independence, and it'll be a little bit tougher this time around as they have some of the better experienced guards in this conference. Of course, Lady Ravens coming off of big wins over Dodge City and Barton after the loss to Butler to start the second half of conference, or the new year, I should say. The Ravens have won 4 in a row, playing some really good defense to beat Pratt, Seward County, Dodge, and Barton. On the men's side, the Ravens fall one spot after their loss to Barton. They are now number 13 in the nation. They are looking to go 2-0 against Fort Hays Tech this season as well. They got the win over the Tigers, 79-75 back in November. Justin Taylor had a big night with 24 points. Daniel Tomboy finished with 11 rebounds as well. But the Ravens struggled a little bit on the boards that night out in Goodland. We'll look for a better showing on the glass here tonight against the Tigers, who have Chase Harris, the conference's leading scorer, as well as some other dangerous weapons in Khalik Sharp and John Truline. Red Ravens and Fort Hays Tech should be a fun night of basketball here from Nellis Hall. Coming up, our conversation with head coach Tony Turner, as well as assistant coach Jordan Bailey and point guard Justin Taylor, as we get you ready for tip-off here inside Nellis Hall. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Coach Turner joins us, followed by Coach Bailey and Justin Taylor. We're back in 2 minutes here on the Red Raven pregame show on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Loved ones need help. You can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting, fast 8-week classes, or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Roman Chevrolet has a great selection of new 2024 Chevy Silverados, 1500 crew cab with up to $6,250 cash allowance. They have power, capability, and more reasons to upgrade this new year. At Roman Chevrolet, you always get more for your trade. It is the best dealership in Southeast Kansas. Roman Chevrolet is your Silverado City, located at 2313 West Main, Independence. Together, let's drive.
Back here on the Red Raven Coaches Show, live from Wendy's in downtown Coffeyville. I'm Shane Neal, joined by head coach Tony Turner as we talk Lady Raven basketball. Back at Nellis Hall this week for 2 home games against Fort Hays Tech and Colby. 4 of your next 5 at home, Coach, with your only road game for the next couple weeks being the Independence. So this is kind of rare in the landscape of the Jayhawk Conference that you get to stay pretty close to home for the next couple weeks. So I know you and your team looking forward to that.
Hey, I may jog the Independence on that day if the weather's nice, you know. But no, it'll be nice to play in front of our great fans and, you know, kind of come out and show them what we can do and kind of how much this team has grown a lot from since, you know, we've been on the road so much. And I know we do have several people that follow us and watch us. And, you know, it's always good to get back at home and play at home. I thought the Dodge game, I thought the crowd was phenomenal. I can go on and on about the crowd. I really feel like without them, we don't win. And it was huge, man. And I want to say thank you for all the folks that were there. And I know our players and coaches do appreciate it.
And Coach, I mean, it goes. I know it's it's said to the point where it's a cliche now that the fans are the sixth man or the 12th man in football. But I completely agree with you in that late in that Dodge game, every single good moment for your team was elevated by that crowd, and every single mistake by Dodge was elevated by that crowd. And you could tell that it was making Dodge more, I don't know if it made them full-on uncomfortable, but it made them more uncomfortable than they had been. And it made your team really kind of embrace that moment, embrace that final push to the end. And like you said, I think that fan base and that night at Nellis Hall really helped this team get over the hump and take down that Dodge City team.
Oh, they're very talented. You know what I mean? Like, just the adversity we had as far as players being sick. And I just thought that we just stepped up and just handled our business, man, and just didn't let one little adversity thing, and not little, it's big, and those girls are important to our team, but I thought we handled it well, man, and with the support of the crowd, man, and I know those players that were out were homesick, and they were rooting for us, and it's just that team basketball, that team, all that. So, yes, no, it was highly appreciated.
Absolutely. Coach, we talk about this Fort Hays Tech team, and like you had alluded to at the start of the show, it's a team that has a lot more experience than they had in late November, and it's a team that is coming off of a win for unlike the first matchup with this team. And something they did do well in the first matchup between you and them was I thought they held their own very well on the glass for a team that's undersized. Got out rebounded 38-32, but I think they did a good job keeping that battle close and also forced 22 turnovers. So obviously you had talked about it earlier, but two big keys for your team is going to be win the battle on the glass and protect the basketball.
Protect the basketball, man. We got to, that part of the game is our turnover number is higher than what we would like it to be, and part of it we do try to play fast, and part of it is, it's just part of the game. But no, we want to cut that number down and rebound. And just like our message this week was defense and rebounding. And I thought we did a much better job paying attention to detail on that and finding a body, blocking somebody out, and we'll see how much more we got to work on it in practice tomorrow night.
No doubt. Coach, this Fort Hays Tech team is undersized on paper. They don't have a player over 6 foot. Their tallest player 5'11", but that tallest player that is 5'11" had 10 rebounds in the first matchup. So absolutely do have some players that still can get in the paint and get the rebounds. But it does seem like an opportunity for players like Alexis, players like Aubrey, players like Karis to really, I think back to the Dodge game for the men, where we saw early in that game Rashid Kuda, Daniel Tomboy, Charles Caparasso just dominate in the paint. And Dodge didn't have any answers for it, that three down low. And I think we could see something similar with Karis and Aubrey and Narika and Alexis, where if you get the right looks and you be aggressive with it while being controlled, I think you can really take control of that paint.
Yeah, we want to definitely, that's been our motto, our goal, our MO of our team is defense and playing inside out. And, we want to move the ball, and our forwards are starting to play with a little more patience in there instead of having to feel like they have to rush their shots. And they're growing. I think Coach Z and Coach Cam are doing a great job with them, just getting them to just relax, do their checkpoints, and then go make a play because they're athletic enough. They got great IQ. I mean, and once as they grow, our team will grow, and that is definitely one of the focal points. We want to get that inside presence.
Coach, I think that you brought up a great point in talking about your assistant coaches, and I think obviously the age-old saying in basketball is a coach is only as successful as his players and his coaching staff. And so this is the first time since I've been here that you have 3 assistants on your staff. So if you don't mind talking about what Coach Sierra, Coach Cam, Coach Z all bring to the staff, and what it's like working with them every day and get ready for games.
I feel like I got 3 of the best assistant coaches in the conference, in the country, man. Like they work extremely hard. Coach Sierra's doing the scout every week, just making sure they're going to class every day, staying on top of the grades, keeping me sane when I'm frustrated and talking me through those tough moments and helping me with being a little more patient. Coach Cam, she's in the dorms with those students. I mean, she's constantly having Bible studies with them. They pray a lot. She helps them. She's a great mentor. And Coach C's a great mentor too. And they just mentor our student athletes, when they're going through rough times, talking to them, and those are just the little things that help a team grow, man. Like that, it goes a long ways when, you can talk to people when they're not having a great time. And, our players feel like they got somebody to lean on. And Coach Z, she also, too, lives in the dorm. And she's fresh out of college, and she gets to talk about her college experience and just how it works, what's it like at the next level. She's a Division I kid. Coach Cam was a Division I kid. And just letting it, and they all use, Coach Sierra went on to play at a 4-year school, and myself went on to a 4-year school. But we all used it as junior college as a stepping stone. So we went through the good, the bad, and ugly. And when all the smoke, the common part of it all was like junior college was, at all of us, were the best times of our lives. And not that nothing against those other schools that we went to, but junior college has been one of the best times of our lives. And so we get to relate those experiences to our players, and they listen. And just, even the days that I'm being a grumpy old man, they do a good job of just keeping them grounded and keeping them understanding what it's all about. And, Coach Cam played for me, so she knows, and we talk about our rough times we had and how much here, like, she's working for me, and how much, like, I respect that part of you, and you get a part of our tree, man, that we're going to help you grow. And it just, I can go on and on about those crew of assistants, man. They do a great job.
Absolutely. And Coach, you had talked about earlier, this program really embraces that family culture, that family atmosphere with this program. And obviously it's easy to look out for your players and look out for the program when things are going well and you're winning games and everybody's happy and all that. But what really makes a family culture, Coach, is being there, being available, having somebody to talk to when things aren't necessarily going well. And when, obviously with a lot of these athletes, Coach, some of them are local, but some of them aren't local and are playing from the other side of the country or from overseas, and it gets hard sometimes. And, being away from your family and, betting on yourself, if you will, to continue your athletic career, and to have a coaching staff that cares on and off the court, I think is just absolutely, a must in a conference like this.
You have to have that. You got to have, where you care about your players, and you can't. We don't have that user mentality. We tell them, use us. And we're not front runners. When things are going great, heck yeah, you know what I mean. Let's go. But when things ain't going right, we're still there. Do we like to lose? We don't like to lose, but we know how to handle a loss. And when we go through those hard times, we just work even harder for them. And my crew, man, they help me with that part of being a family. And we tell our recruits, these recruits hear a lot of different things. Every coach says their own things, but I tell them all you got to do is come, man. You come to Coffeyville, we'll show you. We practice what we preach. And like I said, we it's family, and I preach to be one. And then once we get all the way there, and sometimes it's like pulling teeth with people that's come from all over the world, different places, but we're not going to stop preaching to be one.
Absolutely. And, hearing from the players from the last couple of seasons, T, Bailey, Kylie, Cheyenne, Jordan, all these players that have gone on to four-year universities, when they talk about their time in Coffeyville, it's talking about the family and talking about, that every single day it was fun to go to practice. It was fun to work with this team. And I think that's obviously you want Coffeyville basketball to be the reflection of the 20-win seasons and the conference titles and the big wins over Dodge and the big wins over Hutch. But at the end of the day, hearing your players say that's the reflection of Coffeyville basketball that really stands out.
Those parts are priceless, man. Like, we still talk to those girls to this day, man. Like, that just – we talk to their parents. We follow them. When things ain't going their way at their colleges, we call them, we talk to them, and just kind of like let them know we're there for them. And every one of them was like, Coach, we wish y'all was here. And I always say, man, if you have a hard time playing for Coach Turner, man, I don't know who else you can play for. I tell them that all the time. But no, we do track them and stay on top of them, and we see if they're not playing a lot or whatever's going on, even when they're doing good. It was Kennedy's birthday the other day, and we told her happy birthday, and we want you to come to Coffeyville and have a great experience educationally, all that, college life, and when you leave here, we want you to grow and be just a great individual on and off the court, and that's definitely the who we are. Do we love to win? Heck yeah, we love to win, but we also we value the family side of it.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Red Raven Coaches Show, live from Wendy's in downtown Coffeyville. Shay Neal here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. We're joined by assistant coach Jordan Bailey and point guard Justin Taylor. Guys, talked to Coach Turner about it, but 4 of your next 5 at home, with the only road trip being 20 minutes up the road to Independence. So it's rare in this conference to have 5 games within 20 minutes of your home building. But I know the team looking forward to having a couple weeks where you can sleep in your beds and have kind of a normal home routine, if you will.
Yeah, we paid our dues in the first round.
That's right. That's right.
I think 7 of our first 12 were on the road.
And a lot of long road games.
Yeah, so we've earned it.
No doubt, no question about that. It starts with Fort Hays Tech Northwest coming up tomorrow night. And, Coach, this is a team that really played well in the first round matchup with this team, and you won by 4, but it's a team that has, I think, a really underrated offense in the landscape of this conference. They have some shooters, John Truline, as well as a couple others as well. They have some length as well. And then, of course, maybe the best scoring point guard in this conference. I know Independence has an argument there, and Hutchinson has an argument there, but Chase Harris, one of the toughest point guards in this league.
Yeah, and last I checked, Chase is number 1 in scoring in the conference, 23, just over 23 a game. Yeah, you said it. I mean, they've got a lot of tools, a lot of good players, and they put them in positions to be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, they spread the floor, they drive you, they want to play at a really fast tempo, and they do a good job. That's why, and they're 3-2 after the break.
Yeah.
And so they're playing really well right now and have really good pieces.
Absolutely. And Coach, in this, a theme of this team this year obviously has been strong defense. You went into, I haven't checked since Saturday, but I know you went into the Barton game, the number 3 defense in the league. And I think that one of the big keys for this defense this year has been playing good defense on opposing stars. I think that obviously some of the caliber of players in this league, you're not going to hold the guy that averages 20 a game to 2 points, but you can hold him to a frustrating 12. And I think this team has done that at a pretty good clip this year of taking the other team's best scorer and making life difficult for him to get that 15, 20 points. So you had success against a guy like Chase Harris in round number 1. He had 17 points, but again, it was some struggles from the field, and then some other guys as well that really kind of stepped up. But what goes into that scout when you're looking at teams in this league and circling their star players, circling their leading scorers, and what's kind of I know it changes if it's a guard or if it's a forward, but what's kind of the overall theme of trying to make a star's life uncomfortable?
Yeah, I think you said it. You want to make them uncomfortable. I mean, you don't want them to have easy baskets, easy opportunities. You got to know where they are when we change into the floor. You got to, know where his spots are and what he wants to do, and just kind of make life hard for him. You can't. A good player is going to get his. I mean, you can't expect to hold them scoreless, but you can expect to make them work for everything they get. And if they work for everything they get and then end up with 20, you just shake their hand and say, yeah, he's a good player. But you want to make that as hard as possible.
Coach, this team has been a pretty successful rebounding team this season for most of the year, but in the Fort Hays Tech game, you did lose that rebound battle, 33-28. So what is going on? I know, obviously, Daniel and Rashid and Charles have proven night in, night out that they can go and get those rebounds at a really high level. I think Daniel's still in the top, at least top 10, maybe even top 5 in rebounds in the league. But what's going to be the key to flipping that number in that rebound battle? Because obviously that's a big key to winning.
Yeah, and we're a much different team than we were that first game. That was the first game in conference season. We were just coming off the NEO game and trying to, and still figuring ourselves out. So, the one thing, obviously they shoot a lot of threes, and when you have a lot of threes being taken, there's a lot of long rebounds. So it's a little harder than just being under the rim and getting the rebound. But guys have proven in other games that's they're capable of doing that. I think about the game at Hutch. Brian had 10 rebounds. And so our guards obviously have to help us in that. It's when you have somebody as talented, two guys as talented at rebounding as Daniel and Rashid have been the last couple games, it's easy to just let them do it. And that's not the case. We've got to have help from our guards in rebounding this game, as well as others moving forward. We can't just think, well, Daniel's the 5th best rebounder in the conference. He's going to get them all. He'll go every time, but he can't get them all.
Right, exactly.
So.
Justin, we talked to Trent Ruth after the game on Saturday about the turnovers. And this is a team that's really done a good job taking care of the basketball all season long. I believe that, I don't know this for a fact, but I believe it was only the second time this year that this team had 20 turnovers in a game. It's not been a recurring theme. But obviously that Barton defense gave you a look that you maybe hadn't seen this year and forced you to speed up a little bit. And so we got Trent's perspective from a point guard. We'll get your perspective from a point guard as well. What were some without giving away any of the game plan, of course, but what were some things you saw in film on how you're going to fix some of those turnovers?
I think we just need to go back to focusing on, keeping two hands on the basketball. A lot of things that we talk about in practice that, just daily vitamins that you need to be doing day in and day out, or else things like that can happen. You can have 20 turnovers. So regardless of when teams are going to switch things up, and Barton definitely did a great job of, giving us different looks, but just focusing on making the right pass and keeping two hands on the ball.
Yeah, and it's no secret, Shay. The game plan is we're going to try to pass the ball to the guys wearing the same color jerseys as we are.
That's a good plan.
That's the game plan.
That's part of the game plan that stays consistent no matter who you're playing, whether they play fast, slow, or in between.
No secret.
That's right. That's right. Another part of this Fort Hays Tech team that stands out to me, and I'm not sure. I think he was coming off the bench early in the season. He might be in the starting lineup now. But they have one of those one of the better kind of sixth-man type players in the league in Kalik Sharp. He's got some experience. He's out of New York, and obviously a lot of good basketball players come from New York. But averaging 13 a game, he kind of has that green light where he can kind of create his own shot and go whenever he feels like he can go. And he's just another guy where I know a lot of eyes are going to be on Chase Harris. A lot of eyes are going to be on Truline because he's their best three-point shooter. But a guy like Kalik Sharp's another guy that can make you pay.
Yeah, and Truline was their leading scorer when they played us the first game. So, obviously radar's on him. But, like you said, Sharp does a great job for them. He did start the last game. And whether he's coming off the bench or he's starting, he's going to play big minutes. And he's another threat to create his own shot and get downhill and get to the free throw line and attack the rim in transition. And so, there's a lot of weapons on that team that we got to be ready for.
Coach, you mentioned of course, the comparison to Dodge, and I think that you look at this Fort Hays Tech team, and I have their roster right here. A lot of good players, good athletes, guys that can move up and down the floor. A guy that I remember from game one that was really good inside for his size was Monreal, but not a ton of size. They have a 6'9", they have a 6'6". Both of those guys haven't played a ton this year. So looking at that Dodge game and how Daniel and Charles and Rashid set the tone by getting inside and getting some early scores, getting you out to a fast start. What's going to be the key? I know it's a little bit different with this team, but what's going to be the key to the kind of similar idea of getting the ball inside, taking that advantage, and building up maybe an early lead by using that size?
Yeah, and another guy that is playing a lot of minutes for him now that didn't play first semester was Harold Tompkins, and he's playing a big role for them, and he adds more strength and more physicality inside than what they had the first go around. But it's no secret. That's the strength. One of the strengths of our team is our inside play, and we like to, we like to play inside out and try to establish a presence in the paint, and that's every night. And offensive rebounding, the kind of goes back to the standard deal. We want to dominate the glass, and this group does a good job of that regardless of the opponent. Obviously there's some matchups that favor us better in that regard, but regardless of who we play, we're going to try to establish that for sure.
Well, with 4 of these next 5 at home, obviously you're going to be getting a lot of crowds at Nellis Hall and some hopefully energy from that sixth man, if you will. And I know they were huge in that Dodge doubleheader. Coach Turner had even said that he doesn't think they win that game without that crowd. I think back to the baseball players doing the little left-right march when Dodge's star forward fouled out of that game. I think that was my favorite moment of the season. But obviously now that the students are back on campus and the fans are rolling out to Nellis Hall, I think this next couple weeks, and obviously one game at a time, but these next couple weeks are going to bring a lot of fans, a lot of energy, and obviously as being a player, Justin, that's got to be exciting for this team. Looking to bounce back from that Barton game, get some wins under your belt, start a new streak, being able to do it in front of the friendly confines.
Oh, yeah, I'm very excited, and the guys are very excited to be here, be able to be in that locker room, and, just get excited to play. I love being in Nellis Hall, and the environment, the energy is always great.
Do you want to keep more of your money or pay more for your next vehicle? If you want to keep more of your money, shop Perky's Used Cars just south of Coffeyville. Shop from a 2009 Cadillac Escalade Crew Cab all-wheel drive, just $12,900, or a 2013 Chevy Impala, only $53,995.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road, perkysusedcars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
At CRMC Medical Group, our primary care physicians and providers focus on ways to keep you and your family in good health, as well as care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We cover all the way to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Iola, Kansas, Fredonia, Kansas, and Caney, Kansas, and all of the towns in between. We also serve micro markets, vending, or coffee service. We offer office coffee, hydration programs. A lot of businesses will just buy pallets of water from us. We sell pallets of water and we deliver them. We also have Powerade, Gatorade, electrolyte powders, and electrolyte freezer pops. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
My expectations every year is that we're going to win the conference.
Behind the back, and one, Chris Carroll. The Red Ravens chase a Jayhawk Conference Championship. This is Coffeyville Community College Red Raven Basketball on US 98. Red Raven Basketball is brought to you by Medical Lodge of Coffeyville, Solutions North Bank, Coffeyville Community College, Roman Chevrolet, Derailed Commodity, Taco Mayo, Perky's Used Cars, and Coffeyville Regional Medical Center. It's time for starting lineups and tip-off. Here's the voice of the Ravens, Shay Neal.
In Ellis Hall, here on the campus of Coffeyville Community College. I'm Shay Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Chris, we're doing something very dangerous tonight. We're flying the plane by ourselves, and that's a little scary. But we're going to make do because the Ravens are back at home to take on Fort Hays Tech.
Absolutely. We are definitely going to be having a little bit of fun as we go throughout this women's game, but who cares? We're watching Red Raven basketball, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, and we got a fun one here in store for you. Ravens 9-3, the first round through the conference, and are now nationally ranked, Chris, at number 23 in the nation, coming off of maybe their biggest week of the year, beating Dodge City in this building, going on the road and beating Barton, who knocked them out of the playoffs last season. This Red Raven team feeling good about themselves, now have a number next to their name, but you still got to be the same old team and take care of business tonight against Fort Hays Tech.
Oh, absolutely. This is a team that is determined to keep winning, keep that winning way going, and just a team that's determined, you can tell, just to work their way into the playoffs and, keep winning and keep that momentum going.
Let's get starting lineups for both teams. First for the Tigers of Fort Hays Tech. At guard, a 5'4 freshman out of San Antonio, Texas, number 0, Alasia Brown.
Starting at guard, a 5'6" sophomore out of the Canary Islands in Spain, number 2, Miriam Imbulito Upolo. Starting at guard, a 5'11" sophomore out of Halesoe in England, number 4, Sarah Elfrey. Starting at guard, a 5'6" sophomore out of Zinzo de Lamia, Spain, number 13, Alba Garrido Lamas. And starting at guard, a 5'4" sophomore out of Wichita Falls, Texas, number 14, Tracia Newsome. One more time for the Tigers tonight. It's number 0, Brown. Number 2, Imbulito Upolo. Number 4, Elfrey. Number 13, Garrido Lamas. And number 14, Newsome. For the Red Ravens, who are 14-3 on the season, 9-3 in league play. Starting at guard, a 5'7" freshman out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Number 5, Hallie Kitchen. Starting at guard, a 5'7" freshman out of Anadarko, Oklahoma. Number 12, Carly Parker. Starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Number 15, Karis Washington. Starting at forward, a 6-foot freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Number 21, Aubrey Heishaw. And starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore out of Bondo, Japan. Number 24, Narika Welch. One more time for your Ravens tonight. It's number 5, Kitchen. Number 12, Parker. Number 15, Washington. Number 21, Heishaw. And number 24, Welch. Chris, 4 of the next 5 games in this building, all 5 of the next games in Montgomery County. Ravens had to battle on the road in the first round of conference play, and now they're going to be rewarded for it. 4 of their next 5 in Nellis Hall, and it starts tonight.
Yes, it does. You can't beat that home cooking, Shafe. I'm loving this team, loving the fact that they're going to get 4 out of 5 at home, and it's a great way to build momentum and keep the momentum going toward the playoffs.
Tigers enter this game 1-15, 1-11 in conference play, but are coming off of a win over Independence. Ravens are 14-3, 9-3 in league play. They are the number 23 rated team in America. It'll be Heishaw as well as Elfrey. Ravens win the tip. Here we go at Nellis Hall. Hallie Kitchen working left to Carly Parker. Ravens struggled from beyond the arc in the first matchup between these two teams, but did a good job in the paint and played excellent defense. Trying to get it down low to Karras. That pass bobbled and taken away. Something the Ravens did struggle with, and that's a travel against the Tigers. They forced 33 turnovers against Fort Hays Tech, and that's something this team's done well all year, forcing turnovers. But they had 22 turnovers. You'd love to cut that number in half here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You want that plus-minus to be a little better than it was, and I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be cut down tonight.
Parker down low to Heishaw. Aubrey playing some good basketball of late. She goes up and scores it with the reverse. She had the game winner to beat Barton with 4 seconds left in overtime. And Chris, we talked to Aubrey after the Dodge game. She's playing with more confidence, and you can see it out there on the court. She's a lot more aggressive than she was early in the season.
Yeah, you can tell it's on both offense and defensive sides. Definitely good to see her hitting her stride.
2-0 Ravens. Deep 3 here for Tech, and that went off the back iron for Garrido Lamas. Here come the Ravens the other way.
Did you see Heishaw sky for that rebound? Wow.
Sure did. Like you said, on both ends of the floor. She's playing her best basketball as a Raven. Narika finding Hallie Kitchen. Ravens with a 2-0 lead. It's a zone look from Tech, as we expected with their undersized personnel. Washington into the lane, finding Kitchen. 10 to shoot here for the Ravens. Karras bobbled it on the way up and then turned it over. So the Tigers get a takeaway. Here comes Tracia Newsome, down 2-0. Now they worked it right to Imbulito Upolo. Garrido Lamas hands off to Newsome. And now the drive, nice handoff to Elfrey, and up and good for the sophomore, out of England. We're tied at 2. It was a good play drawn up there by Jake Marshall and the Tigers.
Yeah, that's a good job to get Elfrey open.
Welch's pass is high for for Parker. The Ravens with 3 turnovers in the opening 2 minutes. And Chris, something we talked about is Alexis Parker and Ava Baker, as well as Aspen Clarkson, Lena Yulee, and Cam Etchison. Fresh 5 here for the Red Ravens. Tony Turner ain't messing around tonight.
No, he's not. He knows how important these games are.
Well, we talked about it with Coach Turner on the Coaches Show, Chris, that this team has shown in almost every game this year how good they can be. And I think it's good enough to win this conference.
Right.
But to win this conference, you got to play 40 minutes of really good basketball. That's something this team's still trying to figure out how to do.
It really has. I think it's been a couple games since we've really seen their best efforts. Complete effort, if you will.
Newsome's pass down low is out of bounds off of the Tigers, trying to get it to Alasia Brown. Tiger offense has really struggled most of the season, but did have a nice day against the Pirates on Saturday. Ava Baker has it, handoff to Yulee, and that one might have been deflected. It was taken away by Elfrey. Ravens trying to find their groove offensively. Garrido Lamas winds up for three, missed it strong. Offensive rebound by Brown, and able to get it back out. Tigers move it around. A three now is up and no good. This one cleared out by Ava Baker. Tigers have had an opportunity to get out to an early lead on the road. Ravens are fortunate this game is tied. Parker finding Baker. Baker finding Yulee. Nice cutting Alexis Parker. And one. And Chris, I think Alexis Parker, obviously the captain of this team, so important to this roster. But I think at times this year, the production on the floor has been a little less than we expected heading into the season. I thought she played one of her better games of the year against Barton. Great start here for Alexis with the score and the free throw.
Yeah, absolutely. A good way to get going with that three-point play there.
So 3 for Alexis Parker, 2 for Aubrey Highshaw, 5-2 Ravens. That pass ends up with Tracia Newsome, who's guarded by Baker. Tony Turner said this team may experiment with a zone look tonight. That layup missed by Garrido Lamas.
And 4 Lady Ravens there for the rebound.
Yulee, extra pass to Baker, down low to Parker. Alexis finding Aspen Clarkson. Great look for three, a little bit short. Yulee able to clear up the offensive rebound and was trying to get it to Parker, could not. Taken away by the Fort Hays Tech Tigers. 5-2 Ravens, 6:39 to go, first quarter. Ravens going for win number 15 on the season, win number 10 in conference play. This is the sophomore Alba Garrido Lamas. Down low to Elfrey, who has the 2 points for the Tigers. Now Garrido Lamas looking to attack Parker. Kick to the corner, tough shot, is good. Miriam Imbolito Upolo ties the game at 5. Fort Hays Tech playing strong defense early, and it's allowing them to hang with this dangerous Red Raven team here so far. Etchison finding Ava Baker. Baker down low to Parker. Extra pass. Clarkson tries again for three, and that one a little bit strong. And an over the back foul against Alexis Parker. 2 good looks for Clarkson. One a little short, one a little strong. She's got to find that middle ground there, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt. But when she does look out, the shot, the zone is coming.
Aspen has not been one of their more volume three-point shooters this year, but she's been relatively efficient out there. Definitely capable of knocking down a shot from outside.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lamas hands it off to Newsome. Tigers with a chance to take their first lead here on the road under first-year head coach Jake Marshall. They work it to the corner. Garrido Lamas winds up for three. Missed it strong. Rebound Clarkson trying to battle for it, and Etchison tight ropes the baseline and comes away with it. Cam Etchison finding Yulee. Plants the feet, looking for a pass. Now gets it to Clarkson. Aspen wanting to attack. Aspen inside. Got it! What a finish from Aspen Clarkson. The threes aren't dropping. She'll just take it to the paint. Ravens lead.
Might as well drive and get the bucket.
Newsome trying to tie it right back up. Blocked, and Etchison comes away with the rebound. Not sure who blocked it. There were 3 Ravens in there. Clarkson attacking again. Left that one a hair short. Halfway through this opening quarter, it's 7-5 Red Ravens leading over the Tigers of Fort Hays Tech. That one out of bounds. Last touch by the Red Ravens and Ava Baker. Media timeout. Our first break of game number 1. Let's take a 60-second timeout. Ravens 7, Tigers 5. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Ravens Sports Network.
Facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations. Facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
The same familiar faces with a new name. Community State Bank in Coffeyville is now Solutions North Bank. The same community bank you've come to know and enjoy with the merger is now bigger, and there's even more to love. Solutions North Bank will be able to offer more banking products and services to fit your individual needs. Stop by and say hello and check out SMB's options at the newest Solutions North Bank location in Coffeyville, formerly Community State Bank. Come experience the SMB way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I still got nothing, bro. It's not even letting me log in.
Please get more for your trip.
Yeah.
That's it. Goodbye, Lamont. That's it. Goodbye, Clayton Hewley. Assist from Parker.
Back here at Nellis Hall, Ravens lead this one 15-8. Had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Appreciate your patience. Cam Etchison as well as Ava Baker knocking down threes for the Red Ravens. And they have a 7-point lead here. Christopher Lynn, Shea Neal alongside with you from Nellis Hall. Raven defense trying to get a stop again. We heard Tony Turner say this team would work on some zone defense tonight. Newsom's corner three drops. Tigers are back within 4 on a three for Tracia Newsom.
I believe that's just trading threes back and forth, a couple of them for both teams.
No doubt. $2:15 to go, first quarter. That floater up and good for Etchison.
That was a nice drive in the layup. Basically uncontested. Stolen away by Yulee. That was a nice steal by Yulee, and Etchison brings it up. Got to work it inside. Nice pass to Parker. There's a bucket. Alexis Parker extends the lead for the Lady Ravens, 19-11. 1:39 to go first quarter. Polo and a drive. Puts it up and no good. That's Brown going to the free throw line. Got a foul.
1:29 to go in this first quarter. 19-11. That's the second foul there against Alexis Parker. So it's Yulee as well as Caitlin Williams, KK Willis, Cam Etchison, and Aspen Clarkson. Free throws here for Alasia Brown. First one is good. Brown on the season. 76% the line, rock solid. Free throws up and good, makes it 19-13. Raven basketball leading by 6 with a minute 25 to go in this first quarter. Work it left to Aspen Clarkson. And now Caitlin Williams. Williams working right to Etchison. Now down low, Yulee spinning jump shot on its way. A little strong on that one.
Clarkson, nice offensive board for the turnover.
Here comes Brown the other way. That one off the foot of KK Willis. It will stay with the Red Ravens. With the Tigers.
I think they thought they were at Veterans Memorial Stadium playing a little soccer.
That's right.
Rebound by Clarkson.
Now Etchison working it left. This is KK Willis. Back to Cam Etchison. Etchison working right. Works it right to Williams. Williams to KK Willis. Willis has really looked good the last couple of games. She's really working herself into a quality bench option for Tony Turner, but there it's Aspen Clarkson who delivers and puts the Ravens up 8.
Got to love that look from Clarkson. Like you said before, if the threes aren't falling, hit some jump shots inside.
18 seconds, tough shot for Brown, and she put it in. That's a wild shot there for the Tigers. 21-15. Tigers have played well offensively here in this opening quarter. Ravens still lead it by 6, trying to add on to it. Yulee to a cutting Clarkson. Aspen goes up and scores it. And with the final seconds ticking off the clock, they'll throw it up. It would count, but it's short. First quarter in the books, 23-15 Ravens. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll be right back here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow. True commitment to the community, true commitment to the surrounding area. All of the sandwiches that we put in the vending machines have a 5 to 7 day shelf life. Usually when those sandwiches go out of date, we always donate our products to Genesis. We have 16 branches, and all 16 branches.
Back here at Nellis Hall, Ravens lead this one 23-15 at the end of one. And there's a score for Elfrey. Trying to work out some technical difficulties on the radio side. Appreciate you being patient here with us in this first half of game number 1. 3 in the corner for Willis. Excuse me, that was Williams. And the rebound ends up with Clarkson, who goes up and scores it. Clarkson having a really nice first half off the bench for Tony Turner.
That was a nice tip by Alexis Parker, getting it out of the hands of the defender.
That one poked by Etchison. Stays with the Tigers, 25-17. Our score now with 9 minutes to go first half, and that one ends up with Elfrey. Elfrey up top to Brown, who sends the triple, no good. Rebound Clarkson. Clarkson up ahead to KK Willis. Willis finding Clarkson. Clarkson now to Williams. Caitlin Williams finding Willis. Now Etchison. Down low to Clarkson. Ravens trying to take a double-digit lead. That one was deflected and stolen. Good active hands there from the Tigers. That was number 10, Alicia Kuntz. But there a travel called against the Tigers. Norika Welch back in for the Red Ravens, as is Carly Parker and Alexis Parker. So it's Willis, Williams, Parker, and Welch. That's your 5 out there.
That's our favorite lawyer firm.
Willis, Williams, Parker, and Parker?
Yeah, that works for me.
There you go. Out of bounds, last touch by the Red Ravens.
But no Ferd.
Ravens shot 67% in that opening quarter. Did commit 7 turnovers. Like we said, we'd like to see that number go down, but off to a strong start offensively, leading this one by 8. Tiger basketball, 8:11 to go in this first half. Elfrey handing it off to Brown. Brown now into the corner. That one up and no good for Kuntz. Here comes Washington the other way. Karras with a full head of steam hands it off to Williams. Williams finding Parker. Now KK Willis. Now Norika Welch. Extra pass. Caitlin Williams winds up for 3 and in and out. She's a great shooter. That's what the coaching staff has said about her. Carly back to Williams. Now looking for a pass. Finding Carly Parker. Norika spinning. Trying to attack. Cut off. Hands off Carly. 10 to shoot. Carly finding Karras. That is a beautiful pass from Carly Parker.
One of the better assists we've seen in the game so far. Lamas over to Kuntz. Passes it back out to Lamas. Out of bounds. Stays with Tech, but 7 on the shot clock. As Newsom checks in for Brown. 7 on the shot clock. Inbounds goes to Newsom. Looking for help. Gonna have to put up a shot. 1 and shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Red Raven ball.
Turns the ball back over to the Red Ravens. 27-17. Lady Ravens working it around the 3-point line. Inside. Washington. And a 3 is good. Caitlin Willis for 3.
It's a pretty shot. She's got one of the better ones on the team.
No doubt. Crossing the timeline is Newsom. Heads it off now, drive by Kuntz, back out. Working around the the right wing area. It's a 3-pointer up, no good. We'll get that out eventually. Rebound, Coffeyville. And a drive from Washington to Carly. And a 3, good! Another 3 from Caitlin Willis. And a timeout taken with 6:07 to go, first half. Coffeyville leads 33-17.
We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place At Home Care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
6:07 to go, first half. Coffeyville with a 33-17 lead. And if I remember correctly, Shay, you said the Lady Ravens shot 67% in that first quarter. Well, 67% covers a multitude of sins, if you will. Doing a good job offensively. Tech's ball. Inbound goes to Apollo. And up ahead to Newsom. stolen. It is stolen by Willis. Nice steal by Kayla. The right wing in Carly Parker. Back to Willis. Back to Carly. To Washington.
Offensive foul looks like there against Karras.
I believe that's her first foul.
Her first personal foul. First team foul of the quarter. Checking in for Fort Hays Tech, number 0, Laser Brown. And checking in
For our radio listeners on US 98, we are dealing with a pretty catastrophic connection issue right now. So we're trying to get that fixed as soon as we can. But we have 2 high school games currently going on as well, and it's kind of a mess back in the studio. So appreciate your patience with that.
Polo heads it off to Brown. What a cut, but left it a little short is Newsom. But Tech keeps possession. Polo heads it off to Brown. What a cut. So turnover back to Coffeyville. Ahead, 33-17. 5:25 to go first half. Pass goes to Kitchen. A back around. Carly. Turnover to Tech. Brown loses it off her foot. They're going to say it's off Coffeyville. So Tech keeps possession. 25 on the shot clock. Polo.
That one jumped by Carly.
Yeah, read that pass very well.
Yeah, we talked about it last night, Chris, with Tony Turner. She can do it all. She can score, she can pass, she can play defense. She's just a complete player.
No doubt. Trying to work around Polo. Heads it off with a drive by Newsom. Hands it off to a cutting Kuntz. And a foul. And the foul is on Hallie Kitchen. Her first foul and team second.
Number 21, Aubrey Highshaw checks in for Coffeyville.
Highshaw checks back in for the Lady Ravens. Inbound goes out to Lamas. Now over to Brown. Lamas into the lane. Now back out to Brown. Excuse me, that's Kuntz. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Washington. Looking to push. Through 4 defenders. Back around. Welts for 3. Short. Long rebound. Here comes Polo.
Tigers down by 18, looking to get some sort of momentum. That one tipped by Kitchen, taken by Highshaw.
No momentum there, Shay. Unless you're a Lady Raven defender, I should say.
Hallie Kitchen working right to Carly Parker. Now they work it around to Narika, down low to Washington. Nice catch. Karras going up strong and can't hit. Aubrey Highshaw on the glass, up and good. Highshaw helping out her teammate, cleaning up the mess, and makes it a 20-point Lady Raven lead here late first half.
Clarkson gets ready to check in. Working around. Newsom. Highshaw went for the steal. Instead it's a 3, and it's no good.
Clarkson about to check back in for the Red Ravens. And for Karras, Washington. Ravens bring it up. Working right to Narika Welch now. Hallie Kitchen. Kitchen to Parker. Parker finding Hallie. Hallie down low to Highshaw. Highshaw on the right elbow. Now going to work. Nice move. Aubrey Highshaw. No defense for that. 39-17 Ravens lead.
She left her defender in the dust on that one, Shay.
She's got pretty impressive quickness for a forward. No doubt about that.
Yeah, that was a Linda Ronstadt move. A blue bayou.
Elfrey handing it off to Brown. And Elijah Brown bumped. That'll be against Hallie Kitchen.
I guess if I'm going to make a music reference, I should give you an artist that you might know who it is.
Inbounds goes to Alasia Brown. Nice catch there by the freshman. Kuntz working it to the top. This is Upolo. Elfrey. 7 to shoot here for the Tigers. Kuntz off a screen, sends it, and got it.
That was a nice screen leading to that shot, Jay.
Carly has it now and working right to Narika. Back to Hallie Kitchen on the left wing. Aubrey Highshaw down low. That one intercepted. Here come the Tigers the other way. Polo all the way inside and missed the shot strong. Rebound Karam's out off of Highshaw, taken by Carly Parker.
Carly did a good job at redirecting that shot. Speaking of a shot, there it is.
42-19 now. Ravens up big after the shot there for Narika Welch. Alasia Brown working it to Elfrey. Elfrey handing it off now to Apollo. Sends the three. Well short on that one. Rebound taken by Narika. Ravens wanting to push again. Up ahead to Clarkson. Nice catch. Aspen, nice ball fake, and goes up and scores it. Aspen Clarkson. The Ravens have now raced out to a 25-point lead here at home. And now Impolo has it for the Tigers. Hand off to Elfrey. Elfrey was bumped, and that'll be a foul against Aubrey Highshaw.
Coach Turner's got a nice rotation going in and out, getting fresh players in, getting some good production.
Willis and Etchison check back in for the Red Ravens. And yeah, this is an opportunity now, Chris, for obviously Camry Johnson, a perfect example with her injury being out for a couple weeks. You never know when you're going to be called upon to play some big moments for a team chasing a championship. And tonight's going to be a kind of night where a lot of players can get a chance to get some experience and be ready when this team calls upon them.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a nice deflection by somebody over by the scorer's table.
Good question about that. 48.7 on the clock. Welch, Highshaw, Willis, Etchison, and Clarkson. That's the five out there for the Lady Ravens. Cam working it left to Welch. Now back to Etchison. Nice ball movement here. Willis winding up for three. A little strong on that one. Highshaw had it deflected. It'll stay with Coffeyville.
I think we should just call that a pass to Highshaw.
Might be.
Why not?
Inbounds here, 37 seconds to go. Etchison finding Highshaw. Highshaw throws one up quickly. Spins off the rim, no good. Rebound collected by the Tigers. About 5 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fort Hays Tech looking for a score going into the locker room. Polo. Hands off to Lamas. And now Kuntz guarded heavily by Highshaw. 10 to shoot. 10 in the quarter, I should say, 5 to shoot. And now gonna have to get a shot up. 1 on the clock and blocked. And the Ravens will have about 4-2 if they want to reset that clock. We'll see. Looks like they're just gonna leave 3 on the clock. 3 seconds left. Etchison going to let it go as long as she can. Now got to go quick. Welch spinning. Going to have to throw it up and left it short. Halftime here in Ellis Hall. Ravens 44, Tigers 19. Take a little bit of an extended break. 6 minutes. We'll be back with the Red Raven halftime show when we come back. First half stats, scores around the conference. Ravens up big in game 1 of 4 upcoming home games. We're back in 6 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Year or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting, fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Roman Chevrolet has a great selection of new 2024 Chevy Silverados, 1500 crew cab with up to $6,250 cash allowance. They have power, capability, and more reasons to upgrade this new year. At Roman Chevrolet, you always get more for your trade. It is the best dealership in Southeast Kansas. Roman Chevrolet is your Silverado City, located at 2313 West Main, Independence. Together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack, sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Do you want to keep more of your money or pay more for your next vehicle? If you want to keep more of your money, shop Perky's Used Cars just south of Coffeyville. Shop from a 2009 Cadillac Escalade Crew Cab all-wheel drive, just $12,900, or a 2013 Chevy Impala, only $53.95.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road, perkysusedcars.com.
At CRMC Medical Group, our primary care physicians and providers focus on ways to keep you and your family in good health, as well as care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
We actually make our own sandwiches. They are prepackaged the night before, made, cooked, loaded on the trucks the very next morning, and in the machines in less than 12 hours. I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. I've been in the business for 30 years, and we just transitioned over to Imperial. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow. You're going to get quality, variety, immediate service, total commitment, and you're going to get a great partnership. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place At-Home Care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place At-Home Care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place At-Home Care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting, fast 8-week classes, or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Halftime here in Nellis. The Fort Hays Tech Tigers. Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Chris, I understand that I have a reputation of saying things during Red Raven basketball games and those things ending up being jinxes.
Yeah,
but I think we finally found maybe a little bit of stability on the radio side. Fingers crossed.
Oh, Lord.
Fingers crossed.
Exactly. Fingers crossed. No doubt.
Knock on wood. Fingers crossed. It was a heck of a battle. Whew. But I think we might have gotten to a point.
Whew. Okay, good. That's good news.
Yeah. Let's get to first half stats here in this one at Nellis Hall. Ravens outscore the Tigers 23-15 in the first, 21-4 in a big-time second quarter. Leading the way for the Tigers, they were shooting 29% from the field, 21% from three, and 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Ravens 59% from the field, 42% from three, and 1 out of 1 at the free throw line. Ravens struggled a little bit. I shouldn't say struggled, Chris, but didn't dominate the boards against the Tigers in the first matchup. Won that battle 38-32. Tonight, it's 22-8 at halftime. Ravens doing a lot better of dominating the paint tonight.
Do you think they fixed it? I think they fixed it. The numbers say they fixed it.
I think they tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Leading the way for the Fort Hays Tech Tigers, you have 4 for Sarah Elfrey, 4 for Alicia Brown, as well as 3 for Garrido Lamas, and 3 for Teresha Newsome. For the Red Ravens, 3 as well for Upolo. For the Red Ravens, 10 points in that first half for Aspen Clarkson. Also for the Red Ravens, 6 for KK Willis, 6 for Aubrey Highshaw, as well as 5 for Cam Etchison, 5 for Alexis Parker, 3 for Narika Welch, 3 for Ava Baker, 2 for Carly Parker, 2 for Karis Washington. Chris, spreading the wealth really well. And what I think is a key for this team in the second half of conference play, they can score, but there's a little bit of inconsistency with their three-point shooting. We've seen it be great. We've seen it really struggle. But tonight in this first half, we've seen KK Willis hit 2 threes. We've seen Cam Etchison hit a 3. We've seen Narika Welch hit a 3. Ava Baker hit a 3. Caitlin Williams, Aspen Clarkson, both 0 of 2, but they're both capable of hitting threes as well. I like what I'm seeing in the variety of players that aren't afraid to go beyond the arc and knock down a shot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You remember last year when they had to hit, 50 free throws each practice before they could leave. I wonder if there's going to be a new rule where they have to hit like 10 threes before they can leave. Because, once they get dialed in, you're right, they all have the capabilities to be able to hit those threes. But, it's just finding the zone. And I think they'll be able to do that even more in the second half.
Ravens have dished out 11 assists, 11 turnovers, 5 assists for Fort Hays Tech with 11 turnovers. And, Chris, obviously you still don't want to be on pace for 20 turnovers in a game, but they had 7 in that first quarter, only 4 in that second quarter. Much better for the Ravens taking care of the basketball.
Yep, no doubt. Cleaner passes and just able to keep a hold of the ball. And I don't know. I'd like to see if that number goes down even more in the third and fourth quarters. That's something that Coach Turner and the rest of the staff would like to see, and this whole team would like to see.
No doubt about it. Let's take a look at some scores from around the conference, Chris. Most of these games happened yesterday, so obviously us and Colby and Independence, the only 2 Thursday night games here tonight. But we'll get you those score updates here as soon as the county website loads here on my phone. But I do know we were watching last night Barton and Hutchinson.
Right.
2 top 5 teams in the Jayhawk on the men's side, and man, did they live up to the hype. Great game. Barton ends up winning it in Hutch. So, Chris, maybe a little bit of a slow start for the Cougars with that 7-4 start in league play, but this past week they beat Coffeyville, and then they go on the road and beat Hutch. I think it's safe to say the Barton Cougars are back.
They're back. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Slow start, but you're right. That game was as advertised last night. That was an incredible game.
Yeah, it certainly was. And, something it happened over the weekend, but You didn't go with me to Barton, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it. But the 54-game winning streak of the Hutchinson Blue Dragons girls basketball team is over. Dodge City ends up dethroning them. Dodge City now in first in the Jayhawk Conference entering tonight. They do what nobody could do for a year and a half, Chris, and that's beat the Hutchinson Blue Dragons.
That's an incredible streak, but my goodness. And it wasn't really, it wasn't close. It seemed, if I remember correctly, it was a pretty good victory for Dodge.
That's right. A 26-point win. How about this, though? That Dodge City becomes the first team to beat Hutch since Coffeyville. In the Region 6 quarterfinals back in 2023. I'm just reminding people of the facts.
Of course, absolutely.
We're fact sharing here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Some other scores around the league yesterday on the women's side. We'll start over there. Dodge City over Garden City, 65-58. Cali over Pratt, 120-54. Cali Tigers. Ravens have to go out to Arc City next month. That Cali team is dangerous. We talk about, Chris, there's your top 4, top 5 title contenders, and then there's those teams in the middle of the pack that can scare you and beat you on any given night. Yeah. That's Cali.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And it seems to me the middle of the pack, I don't know, there's not really too many bottom teams.
The middle of the pack,
or higher.
The middle of the pack in the Jayhawk Conference would win the conference and a lot of other conferences.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. Yeah.
Also in the league last night, Hutchinson girls beat Barton 63-46. And you also had Seward County getting the edge over their rival Cloud County, 68-41. On the men's side, it's Cali over Pratt, 90-61. Look, I know that, being the voice of the Red Ravens, Cali's the team in first, the Ravens the team in second. We're supposed to hate the Cali Tigers. We're supposed to, be praying on their downfall, Chris.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit here and BS.
Right.
That's a really, really good basketball team.
So good.
I think the most impressive thing about Cali is we see teams in this league all the time that when they're clicking are really good. Cali's clicking every night.
Yeah.
They're really good every night. That's hard to do.
It really is. It's a testament to their whole program.
No doubt. On the men's side as well, Barton edges Hutchinson 91-86. The final in that one, Garden City over Dodge City, 72-70. Don't look now. Garden City, who Coach Herkelman even openly admitted, one of the most talented teams in the league, started off really slow, but they've won 5 in a row.
I think they're putting their foot on the gas.
I think they're finding a groove, Chris.
Yeah,
and then finally, Seward County gets the win over Cloud, 76-66. This has been our Red Raven Halftime Show, brought to you by our friends at Solutions North Bank. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, second half action here from Nellis Hall. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
$250 cash allowance. They have power, capability, and more reasons to upgrade this new year. At Roman Chevrolet, you always get more for your trade. It is the best dealership in Southeast Kansas. Roman Chevrolet is your Silverado City, located at 2313 West Main, Independence. Together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Back here at Tigers, I'm Shea Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. I should say, it's only first of 2 straight at home, but Chris, 2 at home, then a trip to Indy, and then 2 more at home. This really feels like an extended homestand for the Red Ravens.
I'm loving the road trips that we're not having to make.
I know, right?
The next couple of
weeks. Like Coach Bailey said last night, Chris, we've served our time.
Yes.
We went out to Colby. We went out to Goodland. We've gone out to Garden City. We've gone to Barton. We've gone to Hutchinson. We've gone to Butler.
Right.
Now it's time. I mean, we still got to go to Dodge. Still got to go to Pratt. Still got to go to Cloud, but I'm ready for the road trips to be Cali and Indy. Let's keep it close.
Exactly. This court is your home. Let's go home.
Don't you want to play in your home? Raven basketball as we start the third quarter here at Nellis Hall. I should have given you a score update as well for tonight's other game, Chris. Colby up 32-20 at halftime on Independence. That is, of course, the girls' game. Boys' game will be immediately followed. Something to keep an eye on, though. Colby will be here on Saturday, and Indy will be the opponent next Wednesday. So we'll see both of those teams in the next 6 days, and there's a turnover by the Ravens, trying to get it down low to, I believe that was Highshaw they were trying to get it to, off of her hands, out of bounds. 44-19 our score as we start the second half of play. Tigers looking to be the first team to score here in quarter number 3. Look at the 5'4" point guard, Alasia Brown, kind of setting up in the post there. Chris, how about that?
Yeah, that's amazing. Unexpected, if you will.
5 to shoot here for the Tigers. They do find Brown. Brown going to have to put up a tough shot and hit it.
Good grief.
Goodness. That's the second time today. Yeah. Alasia Brown's just pulled up with the shot clock expiring and knocked it down. That's impressive. Highshaw trying to hand it off. That one was kicked, and they didn't call it.
Interesting.
I thought that was pretty clear.
Yeah, I mean, that went off Newsom's foot, no doubt.
But it is a Tiger possession now after the missed kicked ball violation there. 8:35 to go, third quarter, and Clarkson able to knock it away from Newsom. Ravens get a turnover. Now here comes Carly the other way. Parker lays it in transition. Carly Parker. Chris, we talked about it a little bit after the Dodge game. Carly's had plenty of games where she puts up big numbers and has big games, but feels like, Carly can kind of get lost in this roster from time to time. But anytime there's a big play or a big moment, number 12's in the middle of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Having the ability, whether she thinks it's going in or not, she has the ability to hit those shots.
Newsom has it now for Fort Hays Tech, working it around to Polo. The shot clock expires, up and good. Fort Hays Tech, their offense, Chris, is just hitting tough shots as the shot clock expires.
Yeah, what do they do? Just pass it around. It gets to about 3, and okay, let's shoot now. And it goes in.
And then knock it down. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I guess if it ain't broke, but good grief.
Marika Welch, that pass nearly jumped and is jumped. Polo able to poke it to Brown. And now Tigers with another takeaway. Newsom fakes the 3. Newsom trying to attack. Now Polo, that one ends up with Elfrey. 15 to shoot here for Fort Hays Tech. 46-24, and timeout was called there by the Tigers. Let's take it with them. We'll take a quick 60-second break. We'll be back right after this. Ravens up 22. We're back in a minute here on US 98, the Red Raven Sports Network.
Summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck's Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Do you want to keep more of your money or pay more for your next vehicle? If you want to keep more of your money, shop Perky's Used Cars just south of Coffeyville. Shop from a 2009 Cadillac Escalade Crew Cab all-wheel drive, just $12,900, or a 2013 Chevy Impala, only $53.95.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
Back here from Nellis Hall, Ravens lead this one 46-24, 7:24 to go in this third quarter. Shay Neal, Chris Foyne alongside with us, with you. Chris Foyne's with me, we're with you.
That works. We're all here.
It's been a weird day.
It has.
Weird day.
Yep.
And Polo hands it off to Elfrey. 7 to shoot here for the Tigers. And now Garrido Lamas driving, kicking. Elfrey going to have to throw up another tough shot as the shot clock expires. Yeah, this time they will not.
That was going to be a turnover one way or the other.
And that's got to be so frustrating for Jake Marshall, Chris, because you call the timeout trying to draw up a play, and out of the timeout, you don't even get a shot off.
Yeah, they weren't even looking.
That's just poor execution.
Yeah, they weren't even looking at the clock.
Nice kick by Parker to Welch, and one. Narika rises and finishes at the rim off a great feed from Alexis Parker. Chris, that's one of the things she does so well. Great post player, obviously a good rebounder, can score down low. Unbelievable court vision for a forward.
Yeah, that peripheral vision was in full gear after.
Narika, one of the Ravens' best free throw shooters. About 83% on the season. She knocks it down 49-24. So 25-point lead here for Coffeyville with 6:52 to go in this third quarter. And a Polo swinging it left to Tracia Newsome. Newsome trying to hand it off. That one was deflected. Still ends up with the Tigers. Nice recovery. Newsome is blocked by Alexis Parker. Up ahead to Narika Welch, and they'll slow it down now. Hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson with a great find to Carly. The Showtime Ravens.
I love it when Showtime mode is activated, Shay.
Always fun. Gotta give the fans their money's worth tonight.
No doubt. And a great crowd on hand so far.
No doubt. 51-24. Ravens lead it. 6:09 to go third quarter. And that one turned over as well. Narika Welch coming the other way. Narika all the way to the cup. A lot of contact. Stays with the Ravens. No foul call.
No foul. Interesting.
Tony Turner not happy at all. Ava Baker checks in for the Ravens, in for Fort Hays Tech, number 10, Alicia Kuntz.
Thought I heard a phrase from Monday Night Countdown. Come on, man.
He pulled one out of the Berman playbook.
They did.
Inbound goes to Ava Baker, back to Hallie. Hallie bobbled her. She might have sent that shot. That one turned over. And you can, Chris, from our seat here at Nellis, you can hear the frustration from this coaching staff.
Right.
It's something we talk about with Coach Herkelman and Coach Bailey all the time. I mean, this isn't just a good team now that you're coaching to be a good team. This is a team you think can win a championship, and you got to play like a championship caliber team.
You do, and there's a steal, but I mean, you're not going to, know that this team's up by 27.
Baker back to Parker, and Carly goes up and lays it in again.
29.
But it's like, Chris, the overall theme, and I think we'll say this a lot in the second half of conference play. You may get away with it tonight. You may win tonight. But when you look at Cowley, when you look at Dodge City, when you look at Hutchinson, when you look at Garden City, Seward County, you're not going to be able to win games like that making mistakes like this.
No, that's absolutely right. You got to play well now and play mistake-free now so you can play mistake-free then, later on.
Hallie Kitchen brings it up. We're over halfway through the third quarter. Ravens 53, Fort Hays Tech 24. Carly goes to her big sister, who works it back outside. They work it around the perimeter. Avo winding up for three. That was Narika. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. They moved the ball around the perimeter so fast, I couldn't see who was in the corner.
Speed passing.
That's right. Tiger basketball down by 29 here with 4.5 to go third quarter. Cam Etchison moves to the scorers table along with, looks like that's KK Willis down there. Sending the three there in and out was Polo. Carly, so much speed. Stays with the Ravens, but Chris, she started about 2-3 players behind everybody and ended up just running out and past all of them.
Yep.
Media timeout, 4:17 to go third quarter. Ravens 53-24. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. We'll be right back here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. Imperial has already started investing into what was Stevens Vending by bringing in new walk-in coolers, walk-in freezers, new truck dock, and putting out 250 brand new vending machines. They're going to also invest another $1 million into this area with all brand new route trucks. True commitment to the community, and it's created in this location. It's created 3 new jobs. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
Going alongside with you here on a Thursday night. A little bit weird, Chris, that we're here on a Thursday, but we flip-flopped our coaches show and our game day. So Coach's show on Wednesday for 1 week only, game day on Thursday for 1 week only, and we'll be back to normal next week. But Ravens playing well here. It doesn't seem like they were thrown out of sync at all.
No, that's for sure. There's never a bad time to go to Wendy's.
Trouble inbounding the ball there, and Etchison throws it away. Here comes Elijah Brown the other way.
Good job by Baker to cut off the lane, though.
Good transition defense. But again, giveaways have been a concern for the Ravens all season. And that's going to be a travel and turned over by the Tigers. Etchison, Willis, Baker, Parker, Alexis Parker, and Eureka Welch. That's the 5 out there. I get into habits, Chris, if I say Parker's out there, and I have to clarify which Parker's out there.
Oh, I hear that. Absolutely.
Unless it's Parker and Parker, then you know.
Exactly.
Ava, extra pass to Etchison, now to Parker. And that's a foul against the Tigers and Elfrey.
Foul is called on Fort Hays Tech number 4, Sarah Elfrey. Her first personal foul, second team.
So it'll be Willis to inbound it here for the Red Ravens. And we'll see what they draw up here, trying to snap a little offensive drought. Narika makes the catch. Now Etchison. Ravens have 15 to shoot. Willis finding Etchison. Pass down low to Parker. Parker off a screen. Nice ball fake. Up and good. Alexis Parker. Chris, in the last 5-6 days or so, Alexis really looks like a different player.
You know, you remember what they said in NBA Jam. She's heating up. She really is.
And again, Chris, we went back. We talked about it in the first half. This here, Elfrey has the top of the key 10 to shoot. But what Alexis Parker was doing all season long wasn't, anything to be disappointed about. But if Alexis can give you that extra 3-4 points a game, and she gets a rebound there, that extra couple rebounds, that extra couple points, that could be the difference between this team beating a Hutch, beating a Dodge, or losing. Alexis is a huge part of this team in the second half.
Absolutely. Definitely a team leader, a team captain.
Etchison finding Welch. Nice ball fake there. Narika going baseline, lost it.
It looked like a Froome dribble.
2:35 to go, third quarter. Ravens are up 31. But certainly some execution mistakes here tonight for Coffeyville. Etchison got her hands on it. It's loose. Etchison and Willis were kind of fighting for it there. It does end up Raven ball on a foul against Elijah Brown.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew who they were fighting against. They just knew they were fighting for the loose ball.
Looks like Rashid Kuda and Daniel Tomway fighting over a rebound. Because Lord knows those two fight over rebounds.
No doubt.
We've actually had a play this year where Kuda and Tomway were so focused on battling each other for the rebound, the Ravens got called for the travel.
Right.
Caitlin Williams down low to Yulee. Nice pass up to KK Willis for 3, nothing but net. KK drills it off a great feed from Lena Yulee.
I didn't even think about hitting the rim.
Now that was a rainbow right there.
That was.
2 minutes to go, third quarter. Ravens are up 34 here at home against the Tigers. A statement performance to kickstart this homestand. That one short. Rebound cleared out by Cam Etchison. Etchison now coming the other way. Cam finding Caitlin Williams. Williams looking for a pass back to Etchison, but it's taken away. Brown coming the other way for the Tigers. Goes up, lays it in.
Baker tried to get back. Just a half step behind.
Hardest defense to play, Chris, is transition defense.
No doubt.
Willis to Etchison. Etchison to Baker. Baker thought about it. Now finding Yulee. Yulee trying to find some space. Right back to Ava. Now Etchison. Minute 15 to go, third quarter. Cam working left. KK Willis back to Etchison. Nice catch by Cam. They got to get a shot, and that one deflected. It will stay with the Ravens with 5 on the shot clock.
Nice catch by Highshaw over on the bench. That was coming in hot.
Willis got to send it again, and that one's short. Rebound, Etchison. And Cam was looking for a pass, and foot hit the ground. That's a travel. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Ravens 58, Tigers 26. And now Elfrey handing it off to Tracia Newsom, faking the handoff actually. Elfrey will send it, missed it. Rebound, Etchison. Cam's done a good job on the glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Handing it off to Willis. Willis looking for a pass, now finding a lane inside. Floater up and strong. KK Willis went to the Brian Griffith School of Floaters. She's been really good at finishing around the rim this year. Just a little bit too much on that one.
Yeah, just about what, 1% would you say?
If that.
Yeah.
Up and foul before the shot. No, they're going to change it to a travel. I think our officials kind of disagreed there. I think one called a foul, one called a travel, and the travel wins.
Travel wins. We'll take the travel.
Ravens can hold for the final shot. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Williams handing it off to Etchison. Etchison working right. KK Willis. Willis now to Baker. Extra pass. Etchison winding up for three. Cam off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Williams. She's fouled with 3.7 to go. And Caitlin Williams, Chris, still looking for her first points of college basketball, will step to the free throw line.
Williams will shoot 2 for Coffeyville.
I'm not saying anything right now.
First one up, in and out.
I shouldn't have said anything about not saying anything.
I think we're put in a position to fail no matter what we say. That one is good. There it is. You know, during the college football playoff national championship game, Chris, one of my buddies from high school had texted a group chat that I'm in and said, "This stupid broadcaster jinxing everything." And I realized that we just can't win no matter what we do.
That's true.
Buzzer will sound. I don't know if it would have counted, but it doesn't go anyway. 59-26, Ravens lead at the end of 3. Big lead for the home team. Let's go to the fourth. We're back in 60 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At-Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
59-26 as we go to the fourth quarter. From Nellis Hall, I'm Shanio Chris Boyne alongside with me. Ravens shooting 58% here tonight, Chris. 38% from 3, 75% at the line. Still don't want to see the 19 turnovers, but doing a great job on the glass and shooting the ball very effectively. All in all, it's been a very nice night for the Ravens here to kick off the homestand.
It really has. It really has. And as much as you don't want to see those turnovers, at least there hopefully will be more than, or less, I should say, than last game against Tech.
And a floater in the lane there, well short. Offensive rebound by Brown, and she's fouled on the way up. Elijah Brown has 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, only 1 turnover. She's probably been Tech's best player today.
Yeah, I'd say so. The numbers certainly show that.
Fouls on Clarkson. Heading into the fourth quarter, leading the Ravens with 10 is Aspen. KK Willis has 9. Carly Parker has 8. Alexis Parker has 7. 6 for Highshaw, 6 for Welch, 5 for Etchison. How about this, Chris? 7 points for Alexis Parker, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and no turnovers for the forward. Very impressive.
Can't beat that.
Free throw up and good there for Brown. She goes 1 out of 2, 59-27 with 9:35 to play. Etchison. This fourth quarter all about executing, Chris. They're going to run some stuff that maybe they don't run all the time, and we'll see how it works. That one worked well. Aspen Clarkson now with a team-high 12.
Yeah, that was a nice little pass up against the glass and a nice bucket.
That one gets to Newsom. Willis right with her there defensively. And looking for a pass. Newsom has it again. Ravens lead it by 34 with 9 to go. 5 to shoot here for the Tigers. Pull-up jump shot and a foul called there against Caitlin Williams. That'll send Alicia Kuntz to the free throw line.
Her first personal foul. Second team foul. Elfrey checks back in for Fort Hays.
Raven defense has forced 18 turnovers. Has also held the Tigers to sub 30% shooting. So, I mean, this team is the number 2 rated defense in the league. I mean, it's not a secret anymore that this team plays good defense, but they've once again backed it up here at Millis Hall.
Yes, they have.
First free throw up and good. One more here for Kuntz, and it's up and good. So we'll stay with the Ravens, or now back to the Ravens, I should say. They lead at 61-29 with 8:52 to play. Caitlin Williams, now to Cam Etchison. Willis, back to Williams, now to Clarkson. Ravens trying to find a pass. There's Etchison. Etchison with a quick burst to the free throw line. Williams winds up for 3, and that one off the rim, no good. Trying to get Caitlin Williams going. She's a great shooter, so you keep giving her enough of those, and she's going to start knocking them down.
Yeah, she's going to find the zone sooner or later.
Brown turning the corner. Nice move inside. Got it and one. Alicia Brown has been really impressive for the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Second foul on Clarkson. Another free throw here for Fort Hays Tech. Up and good. We'll see now Brown get a little bit of a breather here as Rita Lamas checks back in.
Not a bad idea to give her a breather now. She's going to be needed for Tech down the stretch.
61-32. Williams back to Cam Etchison. Etchison, Willis, Williams, Yulee, and Clarkson. That's the 5 out there. Nice find to Yulee on the baseline. Couldn't quite control it. Under 8 to play. Lamas steps into a 2-point jump shot. Missed it. Rebound cleared out by the Red Ravens. Here they come the other way. Williams to Etchison. Etchison to Willis. Great look for 3. And short. Rebound by Williams, and she's fouled again. Caitlin Williams will go back to the free throw line as she cleans up the missed 3 by KK Willis. And the Ravens will get 2 shots.
Her first personal foul.
Aubrey Highshaw checks in for Lena Yulee.
Aubrey Highshaw checks in for Coffeyville.
Really kind of holding that hip as she comes off, Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sure if she bumped bones there with somebody or if there's a strain or what's going on there, but we'll keep an eye on that. First free throw no good for Williams. Ava Baker about to free throw no good there by Williams, out of bounds, and last touch by Clarkson.
Checking back in for Coffeyville, number 20.
So Ava comes in for Williams. 7:43 to go. Tiger basketball. Ravens lead it by 29. Coffeyville with just 2 points here in this fourth quarter. Highshaw finding Baker. Baker trying to pull it down. Does. And now working around Highshaw. Steps into a tough shot. Missed it short. Out of bounds. Who's that off of? It's off of Fort Hays Tech. Ravens have outscored the Tigers in this second half. 17-13. 3 for Willis. Strong on that one. And the rebound out of bounds. Off of Tech.
So a third opportunity for Coffeyville to get points on this possession.
Willis finding Etchison. 10 to shoot here for the Red Ravens. Cam Etchison back to Willis. Willis in a quick first step and goes inside and lays it in. Top of her class at the Brian Griffith School of Floaters.
Yep, no doubt. Not only is she a member, she's the president.
That's right, valedictorian. Rita Lamas working right, now handing it off to Brown. Like you assumed, Chris, not a long breather there for Alasia Brown. And they kick it now to Ipolo. Ipolo, 2 to shoot. Got to get a shot off. Lamas will not.
How many is that, Shay? Like 4?
Seems like it. 6:20 to go, and Tony Turner barks out the play. Cam Etchison brings it up for the Red Ravens. Willis to Baker on the left wing. Ava getting a screen from Aubrey Highshaw. Ava with a pick and roll. It's a good look for Willis, and that one well off. Out of bounds, last touch by the Tigers. They couldn't corral the rebound.
I think that's how you know it's just not your night. It's about the third time now where it's come off of the the net or whatever. It just bounced off of you and gone out of bounds. I've had that happen before. It's no fun.
Had that happen this morning. Carly Parker to inbound it, finding a Highshaw. Highshaw up strong. And one. Aubrey a little giddy after that play. Might have taken a hit.
Foul is called on Fort Hays Tech number 4, Sarah Elfrey.
That was on Elfrey. Highshaw kind of awkwardly took a hit to that right leg. She will stay in the game, take the free throw, and hit it. Seems like she's okay. That's good to see.
No doubt. Talk about a key component to this team.
Etchison with great defense. Handoff to Newsom. 5:52 to go. Ravens 66, Tigers 32. Polo handing it off to Kuntz. Back to Ipolo. Deep three is off. Rebound taken by Clarkson.
What'd they do? They took a shot before 3 of the shot clock. What in the world?
Good ball movement here. Baker, extra pass, Etchison, and a travel.
Checking back in for Coffeyville, number 5, Hallie Kitchen.
Hallie Kitchen in for Cam Etchison. Inbounded right in front of us here. Newsom gets the inbounds pass with 5.5 to play. Coming up, game number 2, of course, between the Tigers and Red Ravens. Boys trying to get back on track after a loss to Barton on Saturday. They still sit in second place, 2 games behind the top team, Cowley. Brown the drive, the kick. Newsom a 3, short. Rebound Carly Parker. Here come the Ravens, 5:10 to go. Hallie Kitchen has it on the left wing. Now back to Carly Parker. Ava Baker on the right wing, ball fake. Screen comes from Clarkson. Ava wants to set up Carly Parker. Now down low, nice move by Highshaw. And Aubrey goes up and scores it. Chris Aubrey Highshaw, I think it's become a pattern to the point where I can say this may be part of her game. Aubrey plays significantly better in the second half than she does in the first half. Aubrey, just one of those players that it feels like, Chris, the more she's out there, and she's still kind of limping a little bit, but the more she's out there, the better she gets.
Yeah, she gets into that groove and gets going. Late first half and into the second half, and toward the end, almost no stopping her.
Let's stay here while they take the final media timeout of game number 1. And Chris, obviously, it's not a perfect performance. There's no such thing as a perfect performance, but this team can knock down shots like they've done tonight, get into the paint to players like Aubrey and Alexis Parker. I don't even feel like Karis has played her best game tonight.
Right.
But you're able to get into that paint. You're able to knock down some three-point shots, which they have. You're able to convert on your free throws, and you're able to force turnovers. This team is not going to lose many games, and they're certainly not going to lose many games in this building.
No, that's for sure. That is for sure. The only thing is, as you've alluded to over this whole game, and even the last game against Tech, is the turnover issue. So if they can figure out how to turn the ball over less, that's just more and more becoming of a complete team.
Ravens lead this one by 36 with 4:48 to go. Barring one of the craziest comebacks we've seen in the Jayhawk this year, the Ravens would improve to 15-3 on the season and 10-3 in league play. It would be their 5th consecutive win after the loss to Butler. Win over Pratt, win over Seward, win over Dodge, win over Barton. Now trying to finish off Fort Hays Tech.
Yeah, can you imagine how many turnovers there would be for Tech to have to come or get to come back? Yeesh. I don't even want to think about that.
But Chris, it ain't over until Herc sings.
That's true. That is.
4:35 to go. That one loose. Brown trying to pull it down, but it's out of bounds off of Fort Hays Tech.
Who sings?
Herc. Until Herc sings. So it's never over.
You know, maybe we should try to sing some karaoke with him somewhere sometime. I wonder what his karaoke song would be.
I don't know if I've seen this team struggle so much all year with checking into the game. We've had 3 or 4 players confused on if they're going in or not. Welch with a nice find to Highshaw. Aubrey goes up and scores it again. No answers for the Tech defense against Aubrey Highshaw.
Getting in that groove.
Good to see that Aubrey did take that hit to the leg and clearly limping a little bit, but not hindering her to the point where she has to come out of this game because right now this Raven offense needs it.
That's true.
Down low to Brown. Good defense by Kitchen and a travel against the Tigers. 4 minutes to go. Parker comes in for Highshaw. That might be the end of the night for Aubrey, who's still limping as she comes off the floor, but seems like she'll obviously maybe hop in the cold tub after the game, Chris, and be ready to roll for Colby on Saturday.
Either that or just go outside and stand for 10 minutes.
That's right. That's enough of a cold tub.
Yeah.
Grab a bottle of water and pour it on yourself in the parking lot. Ava Baker winds up for 3. Got it! Ava Baker from downtown. Ravens with 73 with 3:35 to play. Ava Baker, 3-point maker.
I like that. That was good. I like that.
Well, you know,
gonna stick.
as here, that one taken away by Welch. My inspiration for that is when Baker Mayfield played for the Cleveland Browns and he scored. They call it Baker touchdown maker.
Right.
So Ava Baker, 3-point maker.
It makes sense.
Ava now on the right wing has it. Ravens by 41 here at home. Hallie Kitchen down low to Alexis Parker. Good positioning, and Alexis having another really strong performance.
Did you see she turned around and there was nobody between her and the basket?
That's a dream come true for a forward right there. You
It
turn,
is.
it's like, oh, the rim.
Oh, hi.
2:49 to go. Ravens 75, Tigers 32.
Hello, basket, my old friend.
Drive and a foul against Welch. With 2:43 to go.
Foul is called on number 24, Norika Welch.
Tracia Newsom comes back in for Fort Hays Tech. Tigers will fall to 1-16, 1-12 in league play. Oh, and loose, Ava able to get the steal. I still have a feeling, Chris, and maybe this is, I don't know if this is just instinct, if this is just me just trying to create a storyline. Ava knocks down the pull-up jump shot. I think there's going to be a game this year, a moment this year, where this team needs Ava Baker to help them win a game. So it's good to see Ava knocking down some shots.
Yeah, no doubt. And there's no doubt that she can do it if her number's called upon.
2:09 to go. Lamas throws one up. Good defense there by Ava. Rebound Kitchen. Up ahead to Carly. Carly in transition slows down with 2 Tiger defenders there. That pass from Welch sails a little bit wide. Etchison Willis back in for the Ravens.
And number 3, Caitlin Willis.
I think that's the best stretch that Ava's played for this team in quite a while.
Right.
Jump shot looked good. Defense looked good. Got some rebounds. If you're going to play for this team, you got to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, showing some all-around skill.
Elfrey. Down low, that one deflected by Alexis Parker. Another player who's having a really good night.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'd think about Alexis being the player we talked to after the game, Chris.
It would surprise me.
Hallie Kitchen. Screen comes from Parker. Hallie fouled on the way up with 1:32 to go.
Foul is called on Fort Hays Tech, number 10, Coons. Her second personal foul, 13th foul. Caitlin Williams checks back in for Coffeyville.
First free throw up and good for Hallie. One more here for the freshman out of Broken Arrow. And up and good. Kitchen started the year very slow from the free throw line, but over the last 6 weeks or so, Chris, she's above 80% at the stripe. A very valuable, close games late, you need players that can hit free throws. Hallie Kitchen's proving she's one of those players.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell she has been working on that after practice, before practice, just getting those reps in, and it's definitely paying dividends.
1:12 to go. Ravens 79, Tigers 32. Up and good. And one there for Fort Hays Tech. That's Kuntz. Alicia Kuntz.
Foul is called on Cocktails number 11, Williams.
It was on Caitlin Williams, her second foul. Chris, when this game ends, we are going to play something that sounds like the end of the game. It's not going to be the end of the game. We're just passing control of the plane back to Scott Maples coming up.
Passing the torch. By the way, Scott's karaoke song is Tequila.
1 minute.
But we'll figure that out when we get there. We're working out that arrangement. But Etchison has it now under a minute to go. Alexis Parker spinning. Hallie Kitchen. And that one given away. 79-35. That one stolen right back by the Red Ravens. Caitlin Williams, handoff to Hallie. Now to Etchison. Cam Etchison. This will be the final possession of the night for the Red Raven offense. Hallie Kitchen blocked. Rebound loose. Tip taken by Willis. Ravens get a chance to reset. Williams a three and off. The first one's going to go, man.
There it is.
It's always the first one's the hardest one.
Yep.
Tigers' final possession of the night, 79-35. Lamas has it on the right wing. Nice crossover move. Getting into the lane. Floater up and no good. Rebound taken by Cam Etchison. And the Red Ravens start the homestand in style. A 44-point win over the Fort Hays Tech Tigers. The Red Ravens have their 15th win of the season. They have their 10th win of the year in Jayhawk Conference play. Chris, we've said it after the win over Dodge. We've said it after the win over Barton. I'll say it again here tonight. This team's good enough to win this league.
Oh, absolutely. They demonstrate that time and time again. It's good to start this stretch at home, like you said, with a big-time W.
No doubt about it. Sometimes, Chris, can't win a championship in January. But I'll tell you what, I know it helps Coach Turner, Coach McBride, and this entire staff sleep a little bit at night when they know that they've got a team that's good enough to win the championship.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt about it. That's the reason why the coaching is so good. I know. They know expectations are high.
No doubt about it. Like I said, we're going to do something a little bit, okay, I'm getting words here. This is breaking news from James Copeland.
Yes.
In the box, there's a button you can push to end the event without playing the outro.
Oh, yes, there is.
Okay, you know that.
Yes, I just need to find the number. I'm trying to remember. Because it's either one or the other.
It's like 6 or 7, right?
Yeah, I
or
think
7
it's
or
like
8.
7 or 9 or something.
7 or
like
8,
that, yeah.
9. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We're going to take a little break. We're going to try and pass the keys to the plane back to Scott Maples. We're going to be back to go over final game stats and hear from our player of the game and as well as one of the coaches. So let's step away for a few minutes. What do you want to do?
That's a good question.
Let's not stress about it, Chris.
Okay.
We're gonna play the outro on our end. It's gonna sound like we're ending. We're not ending. We're just gonna play this outro, give the keys back to Scott, and then we're back in 2 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
time for the Red Raven postgame show on US 98. Voice of the Red Ravens, Shay Neal, will go over final game stats as well as immediate coach interviews with Tony Turner, Jay Herkelman, and their staff. We will also be joined by the US 98 Player of the Game for a postgame interview. The Red Ravens postgame show is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports.
Ravens roll 79-35 here at homestand started. Shay Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you as we get ready for game number 2. Chris, Lady Ravens wasn't perfect by any means. 23 turnovers. You didn't want to see that if you're Tony Turner or the staff, but they did do what they had to do. They dominate on the glass. They hit 7 3-point shots tonight. They shoot 57% from the field. They get a big-time win at home. Protect Nellis Hall.
Absolutely, and correct me if I'm wrong. Let's focus on the positive here. That's 9 turnovers less than the last time they played Tech, if I remember correctly.
It's 1 turnover more. They forced 33.
Forced. See.
And tonight they forced 26. So once again, they had fewer turnovers. But
that's always good when you have less turnovers than the other team. But you're absolutely right. A solid performance.
Right. I'm not trying to nitpick the bad in a big-time 44-point win, Chris. But again, it all circles back to what we've talked about tonight. This is a team that we think, when they play at their best, can beat Hutchinson, can beat Dodge City, can beat Cali, can beat Butler. But you have to play at your best to beat a team that good. And there's still things that this team does that it's not quite at their best yet.
Right, absolutely. And they're working on that in practice. And the fact that you can nitpick a team of this caliber proves they do have the ability to be able to win it all. And if you can nitpick, that means things are going well.
Right. Well, it's like, what's the age-old saying of like, I wouldn't say it if I didn't care.
Right.
I wouldn't critique this team if I didn't think they could win this whole thing.
Absolutely. And you see,
if I looked at this team and I saw 8th place in the league, I wouldn't bother talking about it.
Right.
But I look at this team and I see potential conference champion.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the things we got to fix before March.
Absolutely, and that's the reason why I was saying earlier, you're not necessarily playing to win this game because you're going to win this game, but you're doing things in this game that will help you win games later on.
That's right. Let's look at the final stats here in game number 1. Tigers shoot 29% from the floor, 19% from 3, 88% at the line. Very good day at the free throw line for Fort Hays Tech. For the Red Ravens, 57% from the floor, 32% from 3, and 67% at the line. Leading the way for the Tigers, 12 for Alasia Brown, as well as 7 for Alicia Kuntz, 6 for Sarah Elfrey, 4 for Elfrey, 6 for Upolo, also 3 for Newsom, 3 for Lamas. For the Red Ravens tonight, 13 for Aubrey Highshaw, that led the team. Also 12 for Aspen Clarkson, 11 for KK Willis, as well as 9 for Alexis Parker, 8 for Carly Parker, 8 for Ava Baker, 6 for Narika Welch, and 5 for Camden Etchison. Chris, I don't know what it is about Nellis Hall. Ava Baker in the first game of the year shot 7 out of 7 from the field. Tonight, 3 out of 3. She doesn't miss a lot in this building.
No, I think she likes it here. We like watching her play here.
No doubt about that. It's our Red Raven post-game show here. We will have a conversation with Coach as well as our US 98 player of the game. But let's get you some scores around the league. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, much more. We're about 18 minutes away from tip-off of the men's game as well. We're back in 2 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
They have power, capability, and more reasons to upgrade this new year. At Roman Chevrolet, you always get more for your trade. It is the best dealership in Southeast Kansas. Roman Chevrolet is your Silverado City, located at 2313 West Main, Independence. Together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack, sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
Red Raven postgame show as we get ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader between the Red Ravens and the Fort Hays Tech Tigers. We will hear from Coach as well as our US 98 player of the game just in a couple moments. But Chris, we just got word on the starting lineup for Jay Herkelman tonight. Won't spoil it quite yet.
Nope.
But it's a good one.
It is a good one. There is no messing around tonight.
There's no messing around any night when you're on a Jay Herkelman team, but there's really no messing around tonight.
No.
He's sending out 5 guys that I think he's hoping punch somebody in the mouth.
Yeah, I think they're he's ready to go. I think they're ready to go. We're ready to go here in about 15 minutes.
No doubt about that. Sierra McBride, Alexis Parker on their way over here to the table. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. We'll hear from Coach McBride. We'll hear from Alexis Parker just around the corner. We're back in 2 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
Do you want to keep more of your money or pay more for your next vehicle? If you want to keep more of your money, shop Perky's Used Cars just south of Coffeyville. Shop from a 2009 Cadillac Escalade Crew Cab all-wheel drive, just $12,900, or a 2013 Chevy Impala, only $53.95.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road, perkysusedcars.com.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We cover all the way to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Iola, Kansas, Fredonia, Kansas, and Caney, Kansas, and all of the towns in between. We also serve micro markets, vending, or coffee service. We offer office coffee, hydration programs. A lot of businesses will just buy pallets of water from us. We sell pallets of water and we deliver them. We also have Powerade, Gatorade, electrolyte powders, and electrolyte freezer pops. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
In a life-threatening emergency, physicians matter. That's why at Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we staff our emergency room with emergency medicine physicians 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. ER physicians at CRMC have access to general surgeons, specialists, medical imaging, lab services, and the technology needed in an emergency, all right here. If you are faced with a life-threatening emergency, insist on the best and say, "Take me to CRMC."
Ravens win it 79-35 over the Fort Hays Tech Tigers. Shane O'Chris Freund now joined by assistant coach Sierra McBride. Coach, Obviously, we're at the point in the season where there's no such thing as a perfect game. Clearly some things from this one that you can take away and grow and improve upon, but all in all, shot the ball well, rebounded the ball very well, forced 26 turnovers, got a big win at home to start a homestand. A win is a win.
A win is a win. Any win is a win at this point. You know, we had a few goals going into this game. We didn't quite reach all of them, but, a win is a win.
Coach, it is something we have talked about at times this season, but obviously when you're a team that plays with pace, turnovers are inevitable. But it feels like this team at times has had those lulls where there's, those 5-6 giveaways that can kind of add up. And now we talk about all the time, we're not just talking about a team that we're trying to make a good team anymore. It's a team that you can see winning the Jayhawk Conference title. And in order to do that, going to have to find a way to slash down a little bit on some of those giveaways.
Yeah, that was one of our goals tonight, was to get it under 15 turnovers. I feel like at points we were just kind of careless with the ball, but we have a consequence tomorrow in practice, so hopefully by Saturday they won't want to run for it on practice Monday. So
Coach, I think something that's so important for this team and for any team that's trying to chase down a championship is getting that help from your second team, and we saw 12 points tonight from Aspen, 11 from KK, 5 from Etchison, as well as 8 from Carly, 9 from Alexis, 8 from Ava, 2 from Yulee. I mean, just it felt like a lot of players stepped up, not just on the offensive end too, but stepped up getting some rebounds, stepped up playing some good defense. It felt like your second unit played a really good game today.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time, is that we don't want any drop-off. Coach talks about all the time that we coach 1 through 13 for a reason, and we don't want any drop-off. Coach Herc, he plays a lot, especially with his national championship team. They played 5 in, 5 out, and when you can play like that, it makes your team hard to beat. And I felt like at any point tonight we could have put any 1 through 13 on the court, and they would have done fine.
Coach, you get to stay back you stay home at home here coming up for Saturday, and you take on the Colby Trojans, a team that has had some highs and lows this year, but is a team that if you don't take them seriously, they can come beat you. So what did you see from this team in that first matchup, and what are you going to have to tweak to get ready for Saturday?
Yeah, that was one of our first road trips. We've watched quite a bit of film on them. They have a older guard that kind of carries their team, and she'll be key, and to see what she does, and shutting her down will be key to what we do, and ultimately just taking care of the ball and playing team basketball.
Sarah McBride, good enough to join us here on the post game. Let's take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, our US 98 player of the game, Alexis Parker, joins us here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. We're back in 2 minutes. The Red Raven Sports Network.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Buying a home? Refinancing? Apply for a home loan anywhere with Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank. Community State Bank online mortgage tool is easy to use. You can be approved in minutes. And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting, fast 8-week classes, or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Roman Chevrolet has a great selection of new 2024 Chevy Silverados, 1500 crew cab with up to $6,250 cash allowance. They have power, capability, and more reasons to upgrade this new year. At Roman Chevrolet, you always get more for your trade. It is the best dealership in Southeast Kansas. Roman Chevrolet is your Silverado City, located at 2313 West Main, Independence. Together, let's drive.
(79-35). Red Ravens win it at home over the Fort Hays Tech Tigers. Shea Neal, Chris Freund, now joined by our US 98 player of the game, Alexis Parker. Alexis, big night for you with a very impressive 9 points, two rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers. We talked about it a little bit during the game, but you have really good court vision for a forward. What do you see down there when you're in the post and able to kick it to cutting teammates and find your teammates who can share the wealth on offense?
To be honest, I don't even know. I'm really not a scorer. I'm kind of trying to be a passer for everybody else, for them to all get their points and stuff. So I just see them wide open, so I just throw it.
Alexis, feels like the last couple of games you've really started to find a groove. I thought you played very well against Barton. You played very well again tonight. Is there something that's been kind of different, whether it be in practice out there on the floor, but it really feels like these last 2-3 games, it's kind of kicked up a notch a little bit?
We're getting to the end of our games. I got to start stepping it up at some point. First 5, they can do it all, but it's the people that come off the bench that got to ramp it up.
No doubt about it. Alexis Parker, good enough to join us. Alexis, 5 in a row for this team after the loss to Butler. Tough Colby team comes to town on Saturday. What do you got to do to keep this good stretch going and get win number 6 in a row?
Just what he's been saying, blocking out. We've really been working on rebounding and blocking out, defense, less turnovers, and just playing ball, really. Playing ball. I know everybody knows how to play and play ball.
Great stuff. Alexis Parker, our US 98 player of the game. Alexis, congrats on the win. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Let's take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, starting lineups for the men's game here at Nellis Hall. We're back in 3 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.